Hi YouTube family, it's been a minute. Welcome to PeaceOfRen, where we drop gems and we speak for them. It's cold. I made this tea earlier. This is a double brew. I didn't want to waste the ingredients, so I steeped it again, which is fine, but like, it's cold. I'm not gonna waste it though. Yep, still cold. All right. Um, I'm so excited today, but it's like I know what I want to say, but also I think I'm overthinking it. So before we even begin, we would just say to my spirit court, please guide me through what it is that I'm about to say. Um, Give me the clarity, give me the grace to maneuver through this in the way that you see it for me, cuz I'm finding it. Okay? Um yeah, so hi guys. I feel so shy and nervous. I don't know what this is. It's like, I don't want to say it feels like a new me. It just feels like a deeper me. It feels like more me. It feels like the real me, the realer me. It's like I get more real every time I come back. Like, I'm just the realest me that I could be. Oh Lord, get me straight. Um, so yeah, I don't know, like, okay, so I'm gonna just tell y'all. First of all, that 8-8 portal, how was it for you? How was the 8-8 portal for you? It was a lot. Um, Saturn retrograde, how's that been going for you? It's been a lot, but I can say I'm on the other side of it. I feel like last year and the years prior, I was getting taken through the ringer. And I'm not saying that it's not taking me through there a little bit this year, but I feel like I did what I was supposed to do, so I'm not getting dragged. It's like they are holding my hand and walking with me instead of dragging me by my ankles screaming on the way. Okay? So, yeah, how's this 8-8 portal been? How's, Saturn retrograde treating y'all? How was Mercury retrograde? We haven't talked about these things. Um, with that being said, so as you know, I'm constantly wanting to deepen my connection with myself and the world around me. I'm always learning more about myself, or remembering more about myself is what I should say. My dreams have been wild. The world around me has been magical. Y'all know we love finding the magic in the mundane, and the magic is magicking. Also, there's a thunderstorm happening right now. It's been one off and on all day, so if y'all hear the thunder and stuff, excuse me, I'm sorry. The thunder has been shaking the house off and on since last night. Like, scared me. Scared me, okay? But I love the rain because it's so cleansing, right? So, speaking of cleansing, speaking of transitions, speaking of all of these things, excuse me, confirmation. I've been sitting with myself, and I've been sitting with my spirit court. And if you don't know, because I don't know if I said it, last year I really set the intention to get to know the spirit guides that walk with me. I really wanted to deepen my connection with them and really get to know the specific ones, because we have all kinds of spirit guides and stuff, right? But then you have those specific crew that's like, that's your crew, right? I wanted to find my crew, okay? So this year I found my crew. I found my spirit court, and I'm so excited. And I'm so like excited for me, and I'm excited to like share with you guys which is strange because I've actually been skeptical about that. I'm very protective over my spirit court. I'm very protective over my spirituality and my magic in general, just because people on the internet are weird. But my spirit court has really been on me about inviting them into these spaces with me. And you know, because my platforms and things are like, I just see my birthday time. My platforms and things are my altar. And my altar is a space where I honor myself, but it's also the space where I honor these beings. And so I just want to share space with them and allow their presence to be felt and moved up and through here. And that's what they want me to do. Okay, I'm very protective over them. I don't really like speaking on my spirit court because I see so many people exploit spirit guides and deities and gods and goddesses and just all kinds of things, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's not me. So I was very skeptical, but they would like me to share more of my experiences with you guys and be more open and transparent appearance. They would like to make an appearance, yes. So I just wanted to share that with you before we get into what I wanted to talk about, which was basically I've been deepening my connection with them, and I finally found a way to honor all of them, because it's really hard. I feel like I'm a bridge in spirituality, right? I work I could have a very non-traditional spiritual core, okay? Like if I name them, you would be like, how do you work with these different, like how do they mix? Everybody plays a part. I'm not gonna lie to you, and it's very beautiful because I felt conflicted about that, because you know, on the internet people try to tell you what spirituality is and what it's supposed to be and how to do it and things, and it took me for a loop, but I have recently graduated. And hold on. Okay, all better. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have adornment has become a big part of my magic, if you will. So the way we get dressed, you know how we say, like, if you look better, you feel better, or you feel better when you look better. Like, when they're like, who do you get dressed for? For me and for spirit, because we are the altar, right? So I had to get up because I forgot to put on my lip gloss, and Mama Muerte was like, um, yes. We won't get too much into that, but yeah, so, right. So, this new practice that I've started, I decided to give each of them a day to honor them each day of the week. Um, because it's really hard to really get to know something and to pinpoint something when there's so many different moving parts. Like, I would sit down and they all have like their own decks or divination or way of communicating, but it's really hard to still hear their specific message when everybody is like speaking, and it's like, are we talking about the same thing? Are these different things? And so I really just wanted to, y'all hear that thunder? I have a confirmation. I really just wanted to take the time to give them their own space so I can figure out what they really needed, how they needed me to show up, and in turn it's helping me to strengthen my connection because I'm learning the different themes, because they all teach or hold a different piece of the puzzle, right? It's like the four elements, and that's really how they show up for me. Like, this this member is like water, then we have fire, we have earth, we have air. Like, they all represent a different element for me, so they all have different days, and they all teach me different lessons, and they guide me along my path in different ways, and it's really cool. It's really cool, right? And I would get so focused on, like, okay, we have to do a different thing here and this has to be different, and like just trying to find all the missing pieces, and it's like the whole time they're trying to tell me the same thing but from their perspective. They were never trying to tell me like, 100 different messages. It's like, yo, I'm telling you the same thing that she's telling you or he's telling you, but like from my perspective. And so I feel like that's so like really cool. And that's what we've been talking about this week. And I've just really been building systems to help with this process. And this is one of the things that has been helping. Refinement is the key. Refinement is like the word of the year, okay? It's like, if you already know you, but now you're getting down to like the minor details. Like, I was so open and I didn't have a lot of preferences for things. It would be like, oh, I don't mind or I don't care. But as I'm deepening my connection with myself, ooh, baby, I do care and I do have preferences and I do have opinions, and I can be a bit picky, I'm not gonna lie. But like, I just like things how I like them. And I don't feel like that's a bad thing. Like, and the more refined you are, the more that the things that come to you are refined, the more specific they are. Okay? And that's beautiful, because then it becomes a perfect fit instead of like almost or just quite, but not enough. I don't know. I don't know. Just me. Just me. So, thank you, Spirit. First and foremost, ooh, I'm gonna cry. First and foremost, before I get into what I want to share, and it's 11:11 on time, I just want to thank God, Source, Creator, the creation and the creator, okay? Two sides of the same coin. I just want to thank you for everything, really. You gave me the best spirit court that money couldn't buy. um, but to my spirit court, just thank you. And I'm so grateful and I'm so gracious, and like, I've been on a hell of a ride. A hell of a ride going through this initiation process, but they told me that I graduated moving into the A8 portal, and that's when I started just getting a lot of clarity and things. And I just want to thank them, because I ask a lot of questions. I had imposter syndrome really bad, and I would just always be like, why me? You know, like, why would y'all pick me? What makes me special? Why do you want to work with me? Why do you trust me to do this job? Like, they get tired of me asking questions, and they be on me, because like, why not you? And so this week really showed me how serious they are about me, and this week is really showing me like exactly why it is me and why I am worthy. And it's like, I knew that I was worthy, but I was still questioning it. It's like, I'm gonna continue to walk, but I'm still like not 100% sure, like, why me, you know? And so this week has really showed me that, and I'm just so grateful. And I want to share, because ooh, it's a lot. So I won't go into my whole routine in this video. Maybe it's something that will come up as we continue to do these things, you know, continue on these PeaceOfRen episodes. But I do want to share the messages and what it was really about this week, okay? So the messages from this week have actually been around breaking generational curses and patterns and unlearning. Not learning, but unlearning. Yes, you heard me correctly. And excuse me, a lot of this has to do with within the lineage, okay? Because I just realized I didn't know how hard I was on myself. And they're telling me I'm being hard on myself. And it's like, no, I'm not. But then in the midst of me doing these tasks, it's like, oh my God, excuse me, my self-talk, the feelings, the beliefs that I'm having. There's the thunder. Oops, sorry. There's a thunder again from confirmation. Excuse me. 14 feels significant. 14s have been showing up a lot for me. I don't know. And so basically, I've been learning how to balance what's mine versus what isn't. Especially when it comes to ancestral lineages and the generations that come before us, right? Because a lot of us carry that generational trauma, and it continues to just be passed down until somebody steps in to like and be the difference. But the person who steps in and does that becomes the bridge. I have become the bridge for my lineage, which is the hardest part. I never wanted to seem ungrateful for complaining about how hard I feel like my life has been, because I know that my ancestors and those who came before me worked really hard and they did a lot of the hard work and the heavy lifting. But they really got on to me recently because my ancestors were explaining that unlearning is harder than learning something, because now we have years worth of behaviors, patterns, and cycles that we have learned that are just wrong, but it's easy to continue because that's what you know. It's been embedded in your blood, in your bones, and your memory, and your body. And so now you have to unlearn that, which means that essentially you have to forget everything that's been passed down for years and years and years. And that's a lot. That's intense. Like, you're just supposed to forget it. And our body holds memory. Our womb spaces hold memory. Like, not just from us. We're carrying, these things from past generations. So this week is really about breaking out of that family bond. My spirit court has been on me about, you guys know the saying, like, blood is thicker than water, and my spirit court is not having it. They're like, blood doesn't matter, a relation doesn't matter, it doesn't matter if you're connected through that kind of way. And really, I'm learning to balance and take the pieces of the lineage that are mine, and leave the pieces that aren't. It's kind of like we always talk about the traumas and things that our ancestors and lineages passed down, but what about the strengths, not just the weaknesses? What about the power that they passed down? And it's not very many of them, so of course that may be why we don't really focus on that, at least in my experience. It's so much bad that it's hard to focus on the good sometimes, and the good does outweigh the bad though. I have some heavy hitters. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I have some heavy hitters, but I didn't know, because nobody really knows my family history. So the only way that I'm really learning about them and my lineages and things like that is through this connection, this process. I'm meeting ancestors that I didn't even know, like, from all over. Like, what language are you even speaking? Are you sure that you're speaking to me? I understand you and you feel very passionate, but and so that makes the imposter syndrome really loud too for me, especially being like super clairaudient. It's like, wait, did I just hear that correctly? So I've basically been learning what's mine and what isn't, and it's been very emotional for me. I didn't realize all the ways in which I guess I was still seeking acceptance or wanting guidance. And when you are the bridge, when you are the generational curse breaker, you don't have that. You don't have somebody to look up to. You don't have somebody that came before you to tell you the way, because they're all out here doing whatever they're doing. And I've actually left a few platforms because I felt like I was not accepted or understood. And my spirit court put me back in these same platforms and spaces with these people and these projections to tell me to hold my ground. And I won't go into the full journal pieces that they told me, but I can tell you something that stuck out from each message. So my Archangel Michael message was very intense. And what stuck out to me the most is he said, blood isn't enough and relation isn't enough. You owe them no loyalty. They threw you in the lion's den and expected you not to come out alive, but they underestimate your strength and the courage that it takes to tame a lion. Courage does not mean that you don't feel fear. It means that you feel it and you move forward anyway. That is strength. not brute force. Your boundary is your presence, refusing to conform or to hide, but knowing that you can leave behind the ancestral baggage that you never created. You will not shrink, you will not hide, and you will not run from the lions. And they will not tear you apart, because you will stand in the pit and hold your space. And that is your strength. Your courage is your boundary, and your authenticity is your protection. Right? So talking more about identity, I said, ooh, Archangel Michael, he was never this chatty before. He used to just be strictly like protection, and he would have to go. And that's how I know that I really like elevated, because when he speaks to me, it's just so like, My ancestors were raging. My ancestors was raging, and it went on all day yesterday, and I didn't know there is so many things that our spirit cords protect us from that like we really don't know, because I'm like, why are they so mad? And apparently I don't know how bad it is. And that's why my spirit cord has been on me lately, because I don't know how bad it is, how bad the projections are, and the things that people wish for me or say about me. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, because I mind my business. They tell me some things, but other things it's like, you don't need to worry your pretty little head. And I'm like, okay, but apparently I don't know how bad it is, but they're fed up. So my ancestors were raging. But the thing that stood out to me the most was they said, you show up and it matters. They can say anything they want to, and it does not matter how they feel, because you are doing the work, not them. You show up scared. You show up tired. You show up imperfect, but you always do your best. You don't stop. You don't quit. You don't make excuses for yourself, even when you have every right to. You still show up, and we see you, and it matters. You show up even when you don't know the way. Even if you only see the next step, you walk by faith, put one foot in front of the other, and you show up, and you figure it out as you go. You give 100% capacity within whatever capacity you have in every moment. If you have 100% capacity, you give 100%. If you have 60% capacity, then you give us all 60. So let them talk, let them project, but they can't touch you. They don't control you, and you owe them nothing. Let's see, right? The ancestors. I said, oh, I didn't know my ancestors. I'm not going to say I didn't know they got down like that, but I didn't know they got down like that. Not for me. Especially when I don't know them all. And then today, my Santa Muerte message. What stood out to me the most was basically, let's see. Oh, here we are. You are not a beginner, and you need no one's permission to take up your rightful space. If your methods seem unorthodox to them, so be it. You don't need outside advice or validation from people that you certainly would not trade places with. This is your life. This is your magic. How can they tell you how to wield it if they cannot even access their own? This is your magic. How can somebody that can't access their own magic tell you how you're supposed to use yours? Mommy ate. She ate, didn't she? I know she did. Y'all don't gotta say nothing, but you better be clapping and snapping, 'cause she ate. And I don't know, like, usually I feel like I mean, they're always guiding me. They've always been guiding me, but this week has just felt like a hug. But their energy is very intense, because make no mistake, my spirit core has been angry. But they're not angry at me. They're not angry at me. Like, I keep like panicking, like I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not. I'm doing things right. The only thing they want me to do is show up and to be myself and to take up space. And I've been so afraid to do that. I've been so afraid to do that. And they're giving me permission. Not that I need permission, but if I'm going to seek permission from anybody or to need to know that I'm doing the right thing, like my spirit court is literally there to say, it's you. Do the thing. You have it. You got it. I get so worried about what people are going to think or what people are saying. It's hard being gifted. It's hard being beyond the veil because you know things, you see things, you hear things. Like, people are saying something to you, but you hear what they're not saying. You know, you hear what's actually being said. And people are moving funny and being weird. Like, you can tell. You can tell. And it's hard. So many times over the last few months, I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit. And they won't let me. Because I'm supposed to be here. And I'm supposed to do this thing. And I'm supposed to be seen. And I'm supposed to share. And I'm supposed to continue to bridge the gap, you know? But it's scary. And it's hard. And I wanted to quit and just live my little life, minding my little business. And apparently that's not good enough. Because they would never ask me to shrink. And even having conversations with God over the last few months and the creation has been like, what is this shame? I'm not ashamed of you. When you were created, we knew you were going to have this light and this magic and have all this love and this capacity to give love and be a light. And I'm not ashamed of you. So why are you allowing what other people say, feel, believe about you to be an opinion at all? You know, it's like, dang, if God created me, how you gonna tell me about me? I'm the gift. Like, I don't know, but I just wanted to share that. I don't want this to be too long. I really just trying to find my footing again and be okay with putting myself out there in this way and letting you guys see. There's that thunder. Letting you guys see more of me. And I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm anxious. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. That's it. I hope that you guys are feeling loved, and I hope that, you know, you're feeling protected. You know, y'all be safe out here in these retrogrades, in these, you know, it's some in the planetary alignments this year, right? Like the cosmos is cosmo, and I don't know what's happening, but I'm good. I'm on the other side. Y'all be safe though. Can't speak for everybody, but I'ma just sip my tea on that one. And on that note, I'm out. Love you.